Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory, where I've been doing some work. All of the kind of underbelly inputs for the copper stuff at the very least is pretty much sorted. I've set all the recipes and I've done all of the splits, belts, lifts, that kind of stuff. There's a lot more work needed on the iron. I've done the iron plate. I've still got to finish up all the screw stuff, so we're not going to be looking at that today. I also cocked up with the spacing on all of this for the manufacturers, which is great. With the constructors and the smelters and everything, I've only given them like 4-meter clearance ish on the underbelly, and I need, for the manufacturers at the very least, I need it to be more like this, just for the amount of belts that I need to feed through. This floor is going to be kind of awkward, because we've got this big bloody dune in the way, and I didn't take that into consideration, but I'll work with it. All the smelters have been sorted as well. The only thing we've got to do is sort out the outputs. But for the rest of the manufacturer stuff, I've worked out the spacing, so that's the new spacing for the second floor. Like, this bit was fine, but I need to bring that up by a little. And then what was the top floor with the manufacturers on now needs to be the floor for the underbelly, and I need to replace pretty much everything else. So that's another thing to do off camera. Yeah, slight cock up on my part. So I've got more fun to look forward to, really. And then, yeah, all the screws and rods and everything I've got to faff around with as well. So what we're going to do today, we're going to focus on all of the cable production. So we've got to find where we're going to get the amount of copper we need, which I think is 561 ore per minute. I've got an impure node over there, and I've got the one that I've been leeching off that goes over to the steel. So we'll take the materials for a Mark III miner. We'll go and find that impure node and see how much we can get out of it. I think it would be 300. So let me dump a couple of bits. I'll just get rid of all that. Put on my quick legs and we'll go for a run. I also just realised there might be some beasties over there, so I should go and make sure I've got ammo and explosives. Provided I had any here. What have I done with them all? I left them back at the main part of the base. I probably did that. Yeah, because none of them are here. Alright. I'm going to hazard a guess that I dumped it all in here. Please say that that's what I did. Yes. Sweet. And a bit more in there. Love those. Right. May as well go and grab the car and drive over. I just realised I've never really explored around this bit, because these hogs have always been here. But it looks like we've got a cave. We do. Hup. Oh! Okay, down we go. Ho 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 ho! Hello. Okay. Ah! No, 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 no. You little fuckers can stay down there. Well, none of what you got. Ugh. No thanks. Ah, but now I don't have enough room to pick up the bloody Mercer Sphere. Damn. It's fine. I know that there's a thing here now, so I can always come back. Where will this bring me out? Huh. Interesting. Where the fuck's the car? Oh, I think I already put a miner down on the copper. Is this it? This looks like it. Cool. Right, well that's helpful. Yeah, 120 minute means I can overclock that to get 300, which means I need another 261. Let's go and check the other node that we've been using. Like, I'm not planning on going about setting it all up and getting it all running right now. I just want to make sure that I've got the resources like available on like as near as possible, because I need to know if I need to try and belt more stuff in. I need to figure out what the output is on this. This, I think, is a Mark II. Yes. Overclock to 150. Okay, let's take that node out. Or thing out. Whatever. What's in there that I can't have? Oh no, I need to drop some stuff. Here, have some concrete. So, a Mark III. Plonk you down. Would get me 240 a minute. So I can overclock this to 600. Who's that making noise? Oh, it's a little fiery boy. Oh, that's fine. I can't remember how much I needed to go off that way. But, yeah, we can easily get what we need out of that now, so that's fine. So now that we've dealt with that, we'll look at plugging the smelters up into the constructors. And, you know, we're going to try and balance things as best we can. So let's get rid of all this stuff. The things what I don't need. So all this should be copper. More copper. And then this lot should be the start of the iron. Yes. Right, we need mergers. Now, we'll go for Mark V belts. Because I want things to move as quick as possible. And we'll eventually need Mark Vs to feed all of this stuff anyway. But what I want to try and do is, I think, bring the outputs over this way. And then I want to try and split things as evenly as I can. Like, the top two floors are going to need 180 each. And then this floor at the bottom is going to need 180 plus a little bit more for, like, I think it needs like an extra 21 for the little underclocked setup. So, nope, that's splitter, I need a merger. I also don't need a merger there. So you just come out this way. Cool, that's got all of these sorted. Everything plugged in, running on a single belt. Just what we like to see. Now comes the fun bit of all the splitting and merging. So what I'm thinking would be, let me just pull this out. This will be my marker for where, like, wall conveyors are going to go in to keep everything together. Obviously, this is the floor that needs the extra little bit. So maybe work from the top two floors so I can get the 180 balancing sorted. So if I were to put a splitter here, and then a merger around it in this way, we take a Mark 1 and then a Mark 2. That would force 180 out this side, which is exactly what we need. So, say we could do this with Mark III belts, but I'll do it with Mark IV, which means I need to go and get some encased beams. Which fucking container did I put them in? I think it's this one. Yes, good. And that will feed into there. So that's one down. One floor sorted. Use Mark 5s for pretty much the rest of it so that we can get maximum speed and throughput on everything. Now we get to the fun of figuring out where the rest of it's going to go. So if you feed in there, what we could do, we have splitter and merger, Mark 1 and Mark 2, and a Mark 4. No, not you being a Mark 4, that's silly, you're going way too fast. Slow it the fuck down, mate. God, Jesus, you're going to kill us. That's that one sorted. And we can get belt going in there, and then the rest of it goes off this way. Cool. So the last of it is going to be coming down this side. Ooh. Come on. Fucking frame rate. You're fucking me up, mate. Then we'll go splitter here. Merger here. So I need 201, I think it is. Which is going to be a bit more of an awkward sort of split. So I may just run a couple of Mark II belts through this one. Because it'll eventually back up. It's not obviously not going to be a perfect split. Which is kind of annoying. I would like to try and get it as close as I could. But I don't know, trying to filter out like 201 items is going to be a pain in the arse. But what I will do, just to try and ease some of the throughput, we'll bring a line up. There we go. Splitter there. Splitter here. And then we'll get a merger just in here. We'll have Mark 1 belt going in there. Mark 2 belt going in here. So we'll get 180 going into this setup. It will just be the couple over that side that are going to be getting fed too much. Which is, you know, relatively manageable. Because these ones will back up fairly quickly. And then, you know, the throughput will, all the rest of it will go through to everywhere else it needs to go. And in fact, you don't even need to be that fast. You just need to be a Mark 1. And that should work fine. I mean, hell, I could even split this a bit and feed it back onto this belt so that it just kind of keeps the... keeps up the congestion on the belts, I suppose. So that it forces more of the stuff up. But I don't know, maybe that's going to be a bit too much work. So then we need a Mark 5 lift going up this way. Ugh. Nice. Bring you down there. And boom. Got you sorted. So that's copper from the smelters all the way through to the constructors, from wire into cable. It should be fairly well balanced. Now the next thing I need to figure out is how much per floor, or per like kind of pod of manufacturers, which I was getting the numbers all wrong for these when I was talking in the last episode. I was going on about like doing them in 4s and 20s and stuff, and it was like, I was very tired that day. That's my excuse for it. I know it's a pretty poor excuse, but that's the one that I'm going with. So just fucking deal with that, you know. I also need to set all these recipes. But I'm not going to be too fussed about fixing the upper floors for the moment, so I just want to get this pod of 8 up and running. But 14 cable per minute per machine. So 14, 28, 42, 56, 112 per set of 8. 112. That's going to be fun to fiddle around with. Oh, and it's basically a Mark II belt, essentially. Like, not much less than a Mark II, so we could get away with just running a Mark II into this floor's underbelly and feeding it all through that way and just splitting off as and when we need to. Because it is just shy of 60 on either side, so... It wouldn't be too bad. Like, that could work fairly well, I think. Not a bad idea. Right, let's dig out all of this. But yeah, that dune. Oh boy, that dune. And something tells me I should have elevated this platform a bit. Fuck. Why do things gotta be in the way? Okay. I'm going to ignore that for the moment and consider my options. I don't think I like any of them because I'm seriously considering just tearing all of the manufacturer stuff down so that I can just raise the floor and make sure that the, you know, it might have to be a case that this floor ends up being the bottom of the manufacturer's kind of section of all this. I might need to just raise the whole thing up. Which I don't particularly want to do. So I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to leave at least one floor of this untouched. But no. No, it doesn't want to do that. It wants to be shit. Okay. And I'm out of rods. I can't build any more mergers. Can I... Do I have any more lying around? Or do I need to go shopping for them? No, I need to go shopping. Alright. Just going to go from floor to floor, sorting out all the mergers, try and get everything feeding onto one belt. So if we can at least get the, the kind of copper side of production done and dealt with, it'd be nice to have all of that sorted so that we don't have to think about it again. All that will need to happen after this is just going to be distributing power and then, redistribute or, sorting the inputs into the manufacturers. How much cable am I going to be needing, actually? I need to check the numbers. Right, that's 560 cable in total. So it'll need to go onto a Mark V belt, which I've run pretty low on my stocks of aluminium sheet, so I'll need to drive over there and grab some soon. But as far as each floor goes, we can get the basic shit in. Yeah, fixing all this is going to be a fucking nightmare. I can't believe I've cocked it up so bad. But where do I want the other belts coming down? So what I could do, get another merger. Where's that going on to? It's going on to here. I'll put you in the middle there. Even pull you back a bit. Do something like this. Okay, so we'll mark 4 there. And then you go up this way. Yeah, looks a bit funky, but I kind of like it. Nope, need to get rid of that floor. And you come down. And what height do I need you at? There, I think? Yeah, I think that's right. Hey! Nicely done. I'll probably upgrade all of this to Mark V anyway. So I'll tell you what, let's go for a drive over to the aluminium stuff. So I'm going to make sure I've got all this stuff running as quickly as possible. I may as well just empty my pocket so I can grab the full container of aluminium sheet. I'm not using it for anything else at the moment, so why not? Actually, how am I doing? I haven't got any fuel on me, I don't think. I've got a little bit. Just go and pick some more of that up. Car, where are you? You're over here. Okay, aluminium acquired. Got plenty of that now. I'm going to stop by our fuel generator spot so I can go and grab some fuel, and then we'll head back to things. We'll upgrade some belts and try and get a little bit more done where we can. I don't know how much more I'll be able to get done today, because I think I've just got more tedious belting to do. And then obviously removing and replacing all of the manufacturers. It's gonna be a fun time, I can tell you that much. Right, let's fix up these belts. Oh, God. So I think instead of these being Mark 4s, I'm just going to run it all on Mark 5. Just for the sake of it. Because, you know, when you've got the option to go fast, why wouldn't you go fast? I don't know, something tells me that's a mentality I shouldn't really kind of latch on to too much. I recently started driving lessons, so I probably shouldn't be thinking that too much. As amusing as it is, though. My driving instructor is fairly elderly. I don't want to, like, cause him to have a heart attack or anything. Right, there we go. That's all the belts upgraded to Mark 5. So the throughput on this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, should be good. So we just need to split this belt down into essentially 5 Mark II belts. I mean, we'll have to work that out once I've rebuilt all of that. What the fuck are you? What are you doing here? What do you have in you? Bit of concrete. Strange. Didn't know there was a container there. So the copper is pretty much sorted bar power, which I could go about installing. Oh, I need rods. Rods are over there. I don't know. I think that's something that is going to be boring and tedious, so I'll save that for when I'm off camera. I'll try and get that sorted between episodes, along with rebuilding all of the manufacturer stuff, and hopefully doing all of the tedious belting for the screws. So that when we come back for the next episode, we can focus on the iron, get all of that stuff sorted, plug it all into the reinforced plate, and then we can start hooking up things into the manufacturers themselves, and fingers crossed, we'll have some of this ready to go. So I'm thinking by the end of next week we might actually be somewhat done with this. Here's hoping. Obviously there's still a lot more to do. We've got to get a train station sorted, so I've got to figure out where that's going to go. I have researched, I have done the milestone for that stuff, haven't I? Yes, good. Okay, but things are coming along. We've got essentially one stage of production done. We just need to feed in the ore. Then we need to look at more of the logistics for everything else. So we'll carry on with that soon. For now, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, so I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays and Metal Covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. For everything else. Freeze or starve to death. Your loins are going to be the least of your problems.